Alrighty, so here we are finally with another podcast episode. It's only been 9 months since the last one. Oopsies, sorry about that. Hopefully these will become a bit more regular. But if you haven't heard one of these before, we generally just talk about the state of the game and various topics, what's hot right now. Going to be focusing a lot this time on obviously Ogre, the balance patch that came with him, the characters that we're kind of looking at right now who we're playing, those kinds of things. Myself, my name is Lid, aka Omega Lid, and I am joined by. We can just go to the left, like on the image.
Oh, Big Black. Hello.
You already know who it is. It's Defiant.
Hey, it's me, Garfield.
Thank you, gamers, for joining me. I guess we can start off with the hottest new addition to Undernight, which is Ogre himself, a character who's kind of been teased in lore for a while. It's kind of hard to know which characters in Uni are actually going to be playable, but did end up with Ogre. And I think he's very cool. I've been enjoying messing around with him. His combos are kind of cool. I like doing the big punch. I know Garm, you've been playing him a lot. What are your I guess impressions of him?
Oh yeah, I played him for like 5 days and then I stopped. He's really fun. He's really fun. I think. You know, this character in the lore, I think he was dead. He kind of plays like a character that's supposed to be dead. He's very
Wow.
well. No, like he's like a very high risk character. I would say. Yeah, he's pretty fun. What do you guys think about this character?
I think he's fun. From the time I've been playing him.
I mean, like, he's fine, but also the issue is Carmine keeps raising the power level of the entire cast. So maybe if he didn't do that, Ogre, would probably be more fine. But I mean, he's fine. He's just a little too honest for this game right now. But just give him like a patch or something, and then he'll probably be like annoying as Kaguya or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, you say he's honest, but he kind of has like these really hard to react to high lows, right?
Bro, I've never
does he?
gotten hit by the high. No, like
wait. What are you talking about?
Okay. So,
I think
he
the
gets
Rekka
a
high-low is unreactable. I think it's actually really reactable, to be
no.
honest.
The Rekka high low is like it's kind of hard, but if you're zone in, it's not bad. His 6B is 23 frames.
Oh,
Which is
that's the
really
fastest
fast
in the
for
game.
6B, right? So for reference, Akatsuki's like 25, and Ori's is 26.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just the fastest in the game, but he can't combo off of it without a CS.
Yeah,
Or the bomb.
Or the bomb. Yeah. Also, if you're in CVO, you can 6B straight into IW, which is pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I might just be old. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
even if you get hit by the overhead, it doesn't do any damage. So like,
I was gonna say, I don't think getting hit by 6B is that bad.
I think you can combo on counter hit, right?
Yeah, you
No,
can.
you can?
I think you can.
I
Yeah,
don't,
you can.
I
You
don't
can pick
know.
up
I
a
haven't
two
been able
after.
to do it.
can we just pretend that he can just for the so
He
Yeah,
can
he
on
can,
counter
and he's
hit
still a
in the
dead
corner.
character.
So is that the high low you're referring to then, Garm?
It, I think partially, right? He does have a 6B, which is kind of hard to see. The Rekka high low, I would say, is reactable, and then just in mid screen, he has his dash B dash C, which is also like a high low sort of.
Yeah, I think what's really messed up, like what always catches me is like I like end up blocking the overhead, but the multi hit of the dash B, like they're all lows. So like I'll get hit by like one of the last hits. Like when I'm like I don't even realize I'm doing it, but I realize I'm like trying to fuzzy block like the overhead, and
See,
then
but I don't know why people do that. Because dash C is a mid. You don't have to fuzzy block.
Well, it's a myth.
What?
Yeah, it's
Wait,
not
I didn't know
it's
that.
not an overhead.
Wait, what?
I've been using it like an overhead.
Wait.
Only
Hitting
only the
people
Rekka
like an
follow up
overhead.
is an overhead. The animation looks the same, so I guess people
Wait.
are confused. But dash
Are-
D is a
Okay.
mid.
Are you lying
Can I
right
be
now?
excused from this podcast? I don't know anything about this character.
Wait, I'm double checking the Mizumi. There's no way.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this character might be a.
Wait, the first hit is a high, is what the wiki's saying. And then the
Ooh.
The first hit is a high?
Yeah, that's what the wiki says.
I was gonna say, I've definitely grid broken someone with 660.
Oh.
Okay, let's cancel the podcast. We can review Ogre and then come back in like 15 minutes because
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I guess you kind of can fuzzy block the overhead then if the first hit is a high, but I mean it's really slow, right? Yeah, frame 26, whereas 66B is frame 16 with I don't know how many hits, but all the hits are low.
3 hits.
3 hits. So I think that would kind of smoke a. Like, I don't think you could crouch block and then stand block fuzzy. I feel like the third low might hit on like the same frame or something. But I would have to go like actually frame by frame in game. All I know is I tried using the overheads on people and like I was playing against some friends who were just picking up Under Night and had like never played the game and like they were just blocking all the overheads like automatically like on accident, and I was like, oh.
well, my experience playing this character day one is no one's blocking the low. Like you do has a punch low and everyone gets opened up for some reason. I don't know why.
That
I
must
have
have
a
been
hard time with it too. I think it's just new character syndrome though. Like it's hard to know what to do when you're seeing a character for like the first 10 games.
Yeah, I think in general his frame rate is pretty good, right?
He has like pretty
I mean-
standard frame data on his rebeats, I think.
Yeah, his rebeats are pretty standard. Both of his B normals are 8 frames. So I guess that's pretty solid. But I mean the range isn't the greatest.
Yeah, I know like his Rekka low follow-up's like only -2, which is pretty good. And then I know the 214B is -4. His 2C is also -3, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah, the 2C is probably his best button. That is the move that I get hit by the most. That move is fucking ridiculous. That's the one ridiculous thing he has. That 2C, it's like, what if we made Seth 2C but like bigger?
Right, I was gonna say it resembles
Yeah,
F2C a lot.
Yeah,
does-
It's just Seth 2C.
It does resemble it a lot, but I think they kind of both have pros and cons, but I guess for the range on Ogres, that one being -3 is kind of crazy, whereas Seth's is like, because that move it's a frame 12 move, so it's like a standard C button startup, but the Seth 2C is frame 8 and is -1 on block. There's like, I feel like that's a lot more, I guess, unique compared to Ogres.
I mean, yeah, it fits on Seth. So yeah, it makes sense for Seth to have that. But nah, his 2C is pretty good. Having a multi-hit 2C, like both hits are low and it reaches really far, is really good in this game. I mean, who's got the best 2C, one of the best 2Cs in the game? Yuzu. Like multi-hit 2C that wins every trade and auto catches backdash. That's what Ogre 2C does. I just get hit by this all the time.
Actually, does the first hit of Ogre 2C knock down on trade? Any knowers? Or we're just lost on Ogre?
It does.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, so it's good.
That is pretty good then, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, really, his best normal is his Mappa Hunch, his Rush Punch. That move is 214A is like, I thought it was gonna be like 13 or 14 frame, but it's like an 11 frame forward advancing champion ass move, man. It's like, so at least he has that. It's just like he has a bunch of good stuff, but he doesn't have like a really super toxic game plan that I would say would put you on the map in this game. Like he could, but you know the way it's designed right now, it's just it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
I feel like, and maybe Garm, you would know more about this, but I feel like his game plan would be fine. And I know it's like, I guess it's like a band-aid fix, but I feel like he just needs to do more damage. Like if he just did like,
I
mm,
think.
I think his damage is fine.
Yeah. So.
Oh, really?
If he
When
did
I was
more
playing the
damage,
character, I
people
wasn't
would
doing any
really
damage.
start
But...
complaining, to be honest. If he did more damage.
Yeah, I think people are figuring out Ogre Redding, and now he's doing pretty good damage.
Oh, okay.
My issue is with his game plan is it feels like I said earlier, this character feels kind of suicidal, and you don't really have a lot of control. It feels like to me, this character is really good at sitting, um, like mid screen and then throwing out 2-1-4. And being annoying like that. And then once he hits you, he gets to run his bomb strike throw. But then it's hard to control the other player, I think, with that game plan.
So he's lacking lockdown.
Yeah, he's lacking lockdown. Like everything to me about this character just screams like I'm gonna be -2 here, or I'm gonna be space -5, and then I'm gonna backdash. That's how I felt when I was playing him. I know BB's been playing him too, and I'm sure he doesn't play him that way. I would assume. What do you think, BB?
Well, for me, my biggest problem is, yeah, once you pressure someone and you commit to 236A or B, and you're like, okay, I'm -2 or I'm -5, you're just giving up your turn, and it's like, well, can't do anything here. He has 22BC to use to B plus, but he can't end strings with those special moves and use it because it's just gonna whiff and then he's gonna die.
Yeah,
So
you have to do like 2-1-4 AB and then do it. But even then, and I'm sure people have seen clips of it, but like you can like press shield with the right timing, and it just pushes him away, even if he does it point blank.
yeah.
You get a free punish.
The other issue is his stagger pressure is not good.
Oh.
If you do any kind of block string and you press 5C, you have to cancel like immediately. You're not staggering 5C. It's too hard. Sometimes I'll try and then I'll be out of the cancel frames of 5C and I'll just be standing there and I'm like, oh, my bad.
I heard that they put they put all the stagger window on 5B. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
5B is a lot better.
What about
I
does
just wish
2B have
5C had better
stagger?
staggers because 5C has like really, really good range. But other than the range it has, you can't really use it for anything.
It's it's kind of sad, you know. 5C, that's a French bred god normal. You guys know what normal that is, man? That Ogre 5C. It's Tatsuya's 5C and Dengeki, one of the most fucked up characters they've ever made.
Oh.
It's the exact same move. Too bad it's on Ogre.
I really liked pressing Ogre 6C. I would do 6C and then buffer into 2 and 4B. I thought that was like a nice whiff punish. That felt good to do.
Oh yeah, 60 is a pretty feels good button to press.
Honestly, when you look at it, his normals are honestly all I'd say pretty good. I'd say all of his normals are pretty good. It's not really a normals problem. It's just one thing I really wish they did with this character is his Rekka is really cool, but they could have made it so much more like useful for pressure if they gave him like a sway. Well, I'm like, how does he not have like a back sway? He's supposed to be like a he's boxing, give him this sway so he can like this move can actually be like scary to like use. like against the opponent, he doesn't have like a sway or anything.
Yeah, I
That's what
do
I've
think
done.
the A follow up, which is just like the flip, kind of whatever. I mean, unless you guys found a good way to use it, but it seemed like whenever I did the invincible like follow up after the punch, it was just a misinput. I was like, oh my bad.
The
Yeah, I mean the
LGPC
flip
guys
is
were.
there
Oh, go ahead, BB.
for I guess people have been using it when they're threatening the bomb explosion. But even then it's like if you see him do the flip, he's minus 11. Just press a button, trade with the bomb. He's not getting a combo. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's useless, but
Well, there might be setups. Or were you gonna say something, Garm?
Oh yeah, LGPC was looking at it like last night or the night before, and you can flip over like that flash kick, for example.
Because he's
So
fully
maybe it's
invuln,
meant
right?
to.
yeah, you can use
Yeah.
it to bait reversals, I guess. But
But
I
like,
mean,
who's
that's more of a hard
DPing?
call out kind of thing.
Yeah.
Especially when you could just do 2-1-4A and be -5 and not get hit by majority of DPs anyway.
That's true.
But I think that would be like 2-1-4A wouldn't beat like shield flash kick or that
True.
B flash kick,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because that's a problem in some other characters have, right? Where like you shield to make a gap, and then even if they like, you can like get a guaranteed DP in like certain situations, right? So I guess, but like if you're doing 2-4A and they're gonna shoot it, you probably have to cancel into it, or there's just like so much to like set up for that situation. I think it could happen if like you're really playing like high level ogre and like those high level mind games.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like over time when people fight the character and you start playing people and they start developing that layer of shielding 2-1-4A and trying to punish it, then sure, but you're not just gonna go into a match and just present that option immediately kind of thing.
Yeah, I think also the 2-4 AB is good, because it's -2 and it frame traps naturally, but like you can't, like if you like stagger it on purpose, it's like it's kind of like staggering Kaguya 5BB, where like it's so slow that like it's not gonna, like if someone mashes, it's gonna, and you like delay it a bit, it's such a big gap at that point. I'm looking at the wiki right now, and the 2-4 AB, the B follow up is frame 22. So it's like, even if you're trying to like, it's not really a move you can like break timings with, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because if you delay it
Yeah,
too much,
that's he
then you leave
can't.
yourself open.
I wish he could use his 236 record series to frame trap, but it's really hard. And honestly, in most situations, someone's gonna block 236A or 236B, and then they're not gonna mash on that. They're just gonna wait and then take their turn because you either have to commit to the follow up or you just lose your turn
So
and
can you
just try
do
to
like,
stay safe.
236B and like don't do the follow up, and then can you like link into a normal for a combo?
No,
Oh.
you can't.
Yeah, that's a bit unlucky, I would say.
Yeah. His 236 Rekkas are probably his hardest way to get a hit. And then even when they do hit, if you're not in the corner or it's not counter hit, it's gonna be really hard to actually confirm that into
Mm.
anything.
Well, the counter hit confirm would just be do the Rekka follow up and then EX, right? Or can you, in the corner, can you OTG?
In the corner, you can OTG. You can OTG
Oh.
mid screen too, but you got to be ready for like micro dash 2B or 2C. You could
Hmm.
probably just 2-1-4B if you wanted to, just to do an easier combo, but
Okay, I didn't know you could do that. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's good to know because 236B is -2. I don't know if it's shootable on reaction or not, but it is -2, which is pretty good. One thing I wanted to ask about for the ogre gamers is that that kind of going back to like his flip, his 2 and 4A follow up. He can like that flip. We saw them use it in the trailer. I don't know if you guys remember, like he flipped while the bomb went off and then like blocked the Gord 2A and then Gordeau got hit. One thing that felt weird to me about playing ogre is like the bomb timer is really long, and like
Yeah, it's
it felt
decently
like
long.
it felt like I had to like kill a lot of time before I could actually like use the bomb.
Yeah, a lot of the
Yeah.
situations people have been testing, uh, if you're not comboing into the EX command grab and then doing the steer ender to frame kill the bomb, they're doing extended block strings until they start flashing where the bomb is guaranteed to explode.
Hmm.
And I mean, it's good, but at the same time, it's really risky doing really long strings.
Yeah.
Because Ogre's normals, once he gets shielded and he gets pushed out, he's kind of in a bad spot. So I mean, I don't know. I think whenever we get another update, I think they are gonna make the bomb timer a little bit shorter. I don't know by how much, but
Oh. Yeah, I see a lot of people do like I think they get the commander and then they do like a pre-planned string. For me when I was playing Ogre, I was just like, whatever. On the combo and commander and then just try pressuring somewhat regularly and then try to try to use a bomb timing and then internalize it. Um, more like a Ceph orb, I guess.
Mhm.
But if you play that way and then you get mashed out before, then you're not really cashing in on the bomb. It doesn't feel good if you get mashed out.
Yeah, it's so it's it makes me so sad to look at it because I was watching Capcom Cup and I've been seeing a lot of uh what's that dude's
And
name?
Bison.
M
Hot dog,
Bison. M
Mr.
Bison,
Hot
yeah.
Dog.
And I'm like, I really wish Ogre's bomb worked more like this. Because I mean his damage is fine, right? But I do think it would be a lot more interesting if the bomb like gave him more damage because it doesn't. It like makes his damage worse, which is like, why? Why is it like that when it takes so long for it to go off? Like it should at least give him a night. Like it's weird because like any Uzuki item that hits in a combo will make you explode. You'll like take like 3.8. It like gives her way better routing, but for Ogre, it's like okay, let me just ruin your combo real quick. Let me just ruin your damage and possibly mess up your combo because I have the bomb on them. So yeah, I do agree that they're probably gonna make it shorter, and they also should probably not make it as scaled either, so that it's actually kind of rewarding in some sense. And also, I feel like they should change his throw a little bit because it's kind of weird to get the extra damage throw with bomb. Like maybe increase maybe the duration of his throw so that you can actually get it easier. Because I was trying to do it and I was like very upset because it's extremely hard to get the extra damage throw with bomb. It's so weird. It is such a weird timing. But maybe it'd be easier if his throw animation was longer so that you could actually get it. Because like that'd make him really good. Like bomb timer, a little bit shorter. You know.
Oh, I was actually under the impression that FrenchBet doesn't want you to use Ogre regular throw because meeting off
Oh
of
yeah,
it mid
yeah,
screen feels awful.
garbage.
It's not great. It's not great.
Why? I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna have like a powerful throw like Gord. I thought that's what he was gonna get, but they gave him like Enkidu throw. He really is. I will say it. I think he's just worse Enkidu. I think he's just
Oh
worse Enkidu
no.
right now. You can see the resemblances. You know, the very bad Tutu EX move. You know, like you're always like, shoot. At least Enkidu has plus frames. Like, Jesus, man. Like he has actual usable plus frames. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think Ogre needs too much. I don't feel like Bomb needs to be that good. Maybe adjusting the timing would be good. I don't want it to be like another Carmine 214 situation where it does infinite damage. But I do
Yeah.
think he needs some adjustments. Like he staggers, I think
I completely
being better
disagree.
would be a lot better. Really?
I think his bomb should be very strong. I
Mm.
think it should be strong because that's the game we're playing.
You know what we should do?
He's not gonna compete.
We should
You know?
swap the damage values and proration on Carmine Bomb and Ogre Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
I want Ogre to be really strong, and if he's gonna be really strong, he's gotta have some bullshit. And I think the bomb being really strong would be cool. I think it'd be fine. I don't think it would be too crazy because even if they reduced it a little bit, the bomb timer would still take a decent amount of time, and if they made it easier to get the extra damage, and he'd be pretty solid. That's the only really thing he's missing is like a really good. He's missing his UNI2 win con. Like pretty much every
Yeah.
character in the game now has that after the patch, but like he does not have that. Well, maybe not Enkidu does. Even Enkidu has
I think
like something decent, but Ogre is just like I don't know what we're doing.
maybe not like a win con per se, but I think like every character in Uni has like a really strong like identity focus on something.
And Ogre
And
has
like
nothing.
yeah, Bomb doesn't like I feel like it was supposed to be his bomb, but like I don't know, when I think of Ogre, I don't think of the bomb. I think of like doing jump back fireball at full screen because it's kind of funny and like pressing
Wait, you
force
played against
function.
me too much. When I think about Ogre, I think about B thrust.
Yeah, when I get full screen with Ogre, I'm like looking for 2 and 4B, sometimes 2 and 4C, and then I'm just doing a back fireball. If I have Vorpal's FFCS, and then die for it, something like that.
The fireball is
The
not
fireball is
too
bad too.
But it's
Fireball
so
is not
but it's so
good.
fun. It's so
It
fun.
is fun. I like using it too, but the recovery is terrible. He can't combo it like 99% of the time. If
It's
he
pretty bad.
clashes with another projectile and he's in recovery,
Yeah.
it's over.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
It's
you're just
actually
sitting there
true.
waiting to get hit.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if you had like TK fireball routing. That would be pretty sick.
Dude, I hope they remove this move. I don't even know why he has it. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
No, the
he's
move
supposed
is
to be-
funny. The move is funny.
He's supposed to be a punch man. Why the fuck does he have fucking Kuon air fireball? It's stupid. They could have put that budget on anything else. But they used the Kermit. He's like, yeah, let's just give him this weird, terrible up back fireball move, and it's not even good. It's not even good.
Nah, I think it's cool. I mean, I like that. I like that he has it. I like when I saw like I don't know, just throwing that out of neutral is like kind of fun, even if it's not good.
I
It's
think it's
just
Yeah.
really
like it's
cool.
fun.
I just wish that like it doesn't need I don't need it to be good. Like that's not the kind of character Ogre is. He's not a zoner. I
Yeah,
just need
exactly.
him to be able to use it to at least like stand a chance in projectile interactions.
Yeah,
It's
Like if
that's
he
the
could
other
use
big
it to
weakness
get
with
rid of
this
other
character, right?
projectiles and then move forward, then that's good enough. But most of the time he can't do that.
Yeah, I think the moment like you're playing into Batista or like Nanase or someone else who puts out a fireball, you're just like really dreading it because this character he clashes with projectiles, but he doesn't like
beat
really
them.
have a way of getting past them. And other characters who don't clash with projectiles, they have other ways of dealing with them, right? Ogre can like FF over, um, or like you might have a projectile negating move. But for Ogre, it's just like you throw out the thing that trades with a projectile, and then you're minus usually compared to the other character, and then you're just having to hold that.
Yeah, either you commit to using your air fireball to clash with another projectile, or you risk it and press force function and hope you clash with the projectile. And even doing that, you're losing grid. So, if you don't have Vorpal already, you're hurting your chances pretty bad if you use it more than once in neutral. So,
What about the EX Fireball to beat Fireball Wars?
Yeah, that one works, I think. Based on the like few times I've used it, it clears I think 3 projectiles, or as 3 durability.
That's not
Yeah.
So it
bad.
can actually tear through like Batista A balls pretty easily.
but I mean, for me at that point, it's like if you're gonna commit meter to get in, you might as well try to find some way to just use 2 and 4C
Yeah.
rather than commit to C Fireball.
I feel like you could do like TK or maybe like landing C Fireball and then just kind of like run in behind it, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess it depends on the situation more than anything. Like committing to spending 100 meter just to get in, and
I
then
mean,
once you're in, you're like, okay, what do I do now? I have no staggers.
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
kind of that's like what you just said is like Doomer 101. It's like all I can do is skip neutral for free, and then what? I get to open them up. Like,
No, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if they like repair the staggers on this character, he would feel a lot better because right
Mhm.
now it's
Yeah, like if he had more meaningful ways to pressure the opponent, then if he had to spend meter just to get close, then that's fine. Once he's close, he's actually threatening a lot. So that would be fine. I would have no problem with that.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. If the character is going to be weak like at a spacing, then when he gets in, he should kill you. Like,
Yeah,
you should be fearing for your life. So
sure.
yeah.
Okay, so like when is Carmine at his weak spacing?
Uh,
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Oh, okay.
We'll
Interesting.
save the
Yeah.
Carmine discussion in a little bit.
I mean, depending on the character he's fighting, sometimes Carmine in the mid range is not always in a good spot. From my experience, at least.
There are some dead zones, I would say. There's not
Honestly, not anymore.
many of them.
Not anymore.
Carmine's not great versus Hilda full screen.
What do you mean? He can still do stuff.
Yeah, but
He can
it's
2-2-C
not
you.
great.
He can 2-2-C you. He can 6B you. He can with his newfound technology. Should we talk about? Should we talk about that? Is it
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Carmine's technology that actually just breaks the character. His FF counter hit FF just crumpling them across the screen so he gets a full.
Dude, I was playing against 2GB on rank the other day, and he was literally just jumping around in the air, just pressing force function, and like I got hit, and then he kept trying to like combo me, and I'm like, and he kept messing it up, and I'm like, dude, I don't think that works. And then he did it, and then it worked, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, 2GB is playing Skate 3.
We're doomed.
He's having a great time.
But yeah, I guess we could segue over to the actual patch discussion, which I will say I think it is I mean game needed a shake up for a bit, so it's finally good that it's here. And then he also buffed a lot of characters that I do think needed to be buffed, but there's also been some dire consequences as well.
Yeah.
As usual in a good old French bread patch, certain characters are yeah.
I don't know which ones you're talking about.
Well, I got one character we can discuss about.
No,
It's Tsurugi, man.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about
It's
Tsurugi.
Tsurugi.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, this
dude.
character is really good. He's really good, I think.
He's actually the new Hyde. It's like
I've been playing a lot of Tsurugi, and I don't know the optimals, but this character does too much damage regardless.
That was the main change, right? Is the change to his damage?
Yeah, he got a few other changes as well. His dash C is like more active now, which is actually a pretty big deal. Like I can sort of play with it like it's almost like it's high dash C. His 5C is also really long now.
Oh.
And his 214C no longer spends a bounce, so it's a great meter dump.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but mostly I would say it's the damage.
It's
The character does too much
actually
damage.
crazy. It's insane, honestly. The things this character is doing now. Like he was already good before. We could all agree that Tsurugi was a good character before. Pretty good, but
Well, the
you know,
Tsurugi players wouldn't say that, but I did think he was like a pretty good character.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
I
Tsurugi
thought he was
players
good, yeah.
sucking their fucking thumbs while they play and not realizing
I
their
mean,
character presses
you
one
kind of
button.
have to suck your thumbs playing
It-
Tsurugi though. Like
You invalidate all of neutral with one special move for majority of characters. You invalidate the entire neutral game by just pressing FF, and you're like, "Oh, my character's so bad. Oh God!" And then they buffed him like crazy. So just everything is just, yeah, this character's just really messed up. What do you think, BB? How do you feel? Have you played against this new Tsurugi function?
Uh, I mean, I played against him. I played a set with Red Blade, but I mean, the patch didn't change anything for me. I already thought Tsurugi was good. Like the changes they made to Tsurugi have no impact on what I thought about the character at all.
So
Really?
naturally he's only gone up then, you would say.
No, but like his
Yeah.
average conversion damage like went from 32 like to 36.
I mean, yeah, his damage went up, but besides that, I'm fighting the same character and I'm playing the same character. It makes no difference to me.
Wait,
Okay.
you're talking about you playing Tsurugi. I was like, I don't know if Byakuya
Yeah.
is the same character.
I mean, he pretty much is.
I mean, he's just Byakuya is kind of just like Byakuya, but Byakuya. I don't know. He's kind of just
we're on Super Byak now. His
yeah.
5A and the Super Byak.
Power creep Byakuya. Any comments, Big Black?
I don't know.
Big Black's like, I'm still gapping.
I mean,
He is.
I'm not gonna say that, but I've always said, you know, they could change Byakuya in any way, shape, or form, and it's not gonna affect me personally. So, I mean, the only thing I'll say is that I'm glad they finally made 22C plus. I felt like
Oh.
that should have been a thing, just because literally every other character in the game, except for Byakuya, had a pressured reset with meter, and he didn't. Why was he the only one who didn't have that? I don't
Is
know.
that true? Every character?
Pretty
Oh.
much. I can't think of one who couldn't spend meter to keep their turn somehow.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
got a
Seth?
good point. He's got a good point.
No, I'm looking at the roster. He's Seth.
Yeah. For Seth, it's a
Oh,
little
Seth,
bit tricky.
but I mean,
It's
Aurier. Well, Aurier is
Seth.
Aurier
Seth is already
kind of
-1 on 2C. So.
Aurier kind of sort of because like you have 2-2C, but like you can't cancel like Thanatos moves into it, so it's
No, she
like
has 2 and 4C.
you have
No,
2 and
she can
4C
2-1-4C.
also.
Yeah, she has.
well you can't cancel that into or you can't cancel you can't do Thanatos specials into EX moves.
Yeah, but you can just do.
Yeah,
thrust,
she can
2
do
and 4C.
thrust into 2 and 4C.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Like, yeah, he's really not wrong. So I mean, at this point, I don't really care. Honestly, the Byak changes were like, oh, you know,
Oh,
it's just-
Merkava.
it's Super Byakuya. It's Super Byak's here. So
Merkava
he
can't
also
do it.
was doing. Oh, Merkava?
Well, Merkava can't do it. But I mean,
He don't need to.
yeah, Merkava doesn't really need to.
But anyways, go ahead, Neffy.
I was gonna say, yeah, the Byak stuff is like, just, you know, I think, you know, to keep up with the new gods of Undernight, you know, that was very well needed for for Byakuya all the little stuff he got. I still cannot believe they buffed 5A again. I just can't.
Yeah, that
I
is
can't
crazy.
believe that, but everything else made sense, like him doing more damage and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. But speaking on Merkava, I think we have a new under night top tier in line. We got our the old guard is back. Merkava getting like probably the most important buffs in this entire patch. I'd say they're just ridiculous. Like what he got, like everything, like him not having to mash his throw, so he just automatically gets max damage on throw, like made his neutral better with his buttons, and like the worm him being able to meterlessly like get his really strong worm Oki means that he just gets to can't meter, so he's just gonna fucking 236 see you more. Like we're doomed. We're actually doomed. Now
They
that
made
Merkava
his
is just like
5BB bigger, right? Or what was the or his increased 5C is now like a lot bigger, right?
yeah, his 5C and his 5B got bigger, and then there's also there's so like why did they do all this stuff? His 4B is now like a
Yeah, they buff
like
4B.
like why?
Wait, what'd they
Why?
do? What'd they do?
They removed the front hurt box, so he can use this move to like wall people off now. Kind of like I don't
It's
know,
like
like
a
Kuon 4C or like Enkidu 4C. There's no like hurt box at the 5B.
oh.
Why? Why?
Worms also don't go away on block without Vorpal anymore.
Yeah.
Unreal.
They want the 40-year-old retired Merkava players to come back and have.
Wait, so does he not have a Vorpal trait anymore?
I haven't
Essentially,
looked.
right?
Because that was his Vorpal trait, right? Unless there was also, I mean, oh, I guess flight cost. Well, that's force function. That's universal. So, I guess he just has his Vorpal trait at all times now.
Her money is he's kind of trolling. Yeah, Merkava. Oh my! Like when you read them, you're like, "There's no way Merkava got all this stuff," and he absolutely did. It makes me want to play Merkava because, like, now he's really on that UNI2. He's on the UNI2 hours. You do your meterless set play. You can't meter, so you can do dumb stuff in neutral, or like kill people with IW, and that's how you play UNI2. So him now getting that his really good worm Oki off meterless stuff. That's like game changing. We'll probably see a lot more. We're probably gonna see a buttload of Merkavas at Evo. I can predict that, just like the last time. But this time it's gonna be awful because Merkava got buffed.
I mean,
Wow.
all you had to say was Merkava has Enkidu 4C and like it's already over.
And 4B was already good at walling people off, so he was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's just make it better.
I do think
probably another character. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say like the patch like buffing like better meterless Oki to more meter like in neutral and stuff is like it's kind of like the trend, I guess. Like kind of how we were talking about Byakuya. I thought Byakuya like pre-patch was like the perfect character. Where he like he felt strong when he was in his strong situation, and he could still, well, at least in my opinion, he could still play the game in like most aspects of the game. But like he wasn't doing the craziest amount of damage. Like he was still getting good reward on his hits because of like the situation after. And he didn't like, I don't know, make me want to lose my mind playing against him. So I really like how Byakuya was pre-patch, and I think you're right, definitely what you said earlier about like he like they did have to give him his buffs to keep up with like what's going on, because the alternative is that we nerf everybody down to Byakuya, right, or raise the weaker characters up towards Byakuya. But that's not really Kimone or French Bread's thing. So instead, we buff basically everybody, and now everyone is really strong. I do think it gives more of an identity to UNI2, and it's not just Uniclear but different with rollback. It's now very much like a very different game, and I do really like that. I hope people complaining that the game isn't clear aren't like still hoping that it becomes clear, because if this patch does not communicate that to you, then I don't know what is going to. So if we have to live in a world where all of our characters get buffed and everyone gets stronger, I think the way they handled it was the best way possible, in my opinion, except for Carmine, of course. But outside of that,
Yeah, and Kaguya.
I mean, it's all right.
The Kaguya buffs are so crazy, man. It actually feels very annoying to fight the character now. It's so suffocating. It's just really it's really suffocating. The 236A hitting like halfway across the screen. It's just like, oh my lordy.
Yeah, I've never
Jeez.
felt so. I've never played Under Night feeling as controlling as I have ever felt. I don't know if that was English. As with playing current patch Kaguya, like playing like Lene and Clear, or like I don't know, UNI2 Gordeau. I mean, maybe I don't play good characters, but anyways, I mean, Uni was good, or Lene and UNI Clear was good, but like I feel like my opponent really has to respect me. It almost feels like a situation, or like a neutral, I should say. I've never really felt like I played a character that like super dictated neutral. And like, there's still matchups where Kaguya doesn't, like obviously like against Yuzu, but it feels like my opponent really has to play around this one special move, which I think is like kind of what a lot of characters are like. Like if you're playing against Mika, you're playing around Tornado. If you're playing against Phonon, you're playing around B Pillar, right? So it's kind of, I mean, it feels really good. Obviously, I'm pretty biased in liking the patch because my character got like injected with steroids. Um, I know another one is like Uzuki as well. Like Defi, you've been playing a lot of Uzuki. But as a Kaguya player, I've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. I mean, you joined a couple tournaments, started the patch, and you've just been murdering people on the new Kaguya, so including me.
Oopsies.
So like, yeah, I mean, it's what I wanted. I wanted Kaguya to be strong. I still want her to be stronger because my philosophy with fighting games is that if you release a new character, the new character should be like, really good. So like, we're not seeing like the same characters all the time. Like people get tired of seeing, people got kind of tired of seeing, like Byakuya, and Chaos and Hilda and stuff like that. So, the status quo has to change. I think, in my opinion, it would be cool if, maybe not every character in bottom five, but certain characters from the lower side of the list, if they swapped with the characters at the top, I think that'd be cool. Because like, bro, we've been playing this game for years. Like some of these characters have had their limelight. Like Carmine, it's time to step back into the shadows. Like God, I pray for a day Yuzu magically becomes like mid tier or something, and then like can we get the characters that that's why I'm happy Lond, even if Lond is kind of I'd say he's a pretty good example of like the downfall of Under Knight's character design, because he's just like insanely broken. He's just insanely broken, and all of his tools are like really unfair. But yeah, like I would like to see like Kaguya up the Kaguya higher, Azuki higher. Um, I mean, like if Tsurugi and Hyde swap places, nothing like it wouldn't be much different because like Tsurugi's doing the same stuff. So, but yeah, speaking of Uzuki, the Uzuki changes are like the Uzuki changes are they actually finally not almost made her full. Like she's definitely a lot better now. Like I still think she still needs a little bit more, but now she has her own identity, and her identity is being an item toss character, which is really cool. And I've already gotten your typical item toss moments where you get hit and the item hits them when you get hit. It's what I live for. This is what I've been waiting for years for Under Night. This is like one of the most interesting characters they've added in a long time. Like something like I think Ogre and Uzuki were probably the most interesting characters Carmine has made in a long time, actually. But they just need to be in the oven more. Essentially, Tsurugi's just good. Tsurugi's just a very, I think he's probably the best designed Under Night character in the last since well, Enkidu if he was good, but Enkidu just sucks. So I guess it is just Tsurugi. Like I don't know.
I
Yeah,
think
you'll probably see a lot more Uzuki, like a lot of Uzuki as the character gets lab more. But what's up?
yeah, I definitely need to play against a lot more Uzuki. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit. Where like you told me to like think about approaching fighting Uzuki like you're approaching fighting Hilda, and that kind of helped me with like the neutral game because like I know people are like, oh, Uzuki 2-2 is like so bad because it's like minus whatever, but like you get owned. Like it just spawns out of the ground, and if you're not blocking low, like you get cooked. So I think having a character with like her C buttons are also like really big. So having like the bigger range and having like unique movement like that combined with the 2-2 is like I think makes it's pretty terrifying. Like I don't think Hilda doesn't get a combo off a 2-2. No, she does, right?
She
Mito
does.
does?
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
She always
How
does.
minus are her 2-2s?
Same.
-8.
They're the
So
same.
it's the same.
It's the same
but
move. Okay.
For actually, Hilda 2-2 is a little bit better than Uzuki 2-2, I would say, because like if Hilda whiffs 2-2, it's quite hard to whiff punish her.
Yeah,
Like, it's really hard to
that was
react to
always the
that.
problem with Uzuki's 2-2 is the whiff recovery was
Mm.
terrible. If you whiffed it, you would die. Hilda didn't have that problem.
Maybe
I mean,
Hilda should
Uzuki
have
still
that
kind of
problem.
has that problem, but
No, it still exists.
I don't think Hilda should have that problem. Her rebeats aren't -1.
Yeah.
Uzuki rubies are -1.
Yep.
Yep.
Bro, those buttons are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm already doing nothing.
Uzuki has for the people that actually don't know, Uzuki actually breaks the rules of the game because her buttons don't have like hurt boxes. They just don't have hurt boxes, so her buttons are really cracked. But she does have like I call it like it's like Uzuki's dead zone where she doesn't really have a button she can press. She does have that like kind of weird dead zone, but yeah, the 2-2 stuff is exactly the same. But I think her 2-2 is just as good as Hilda's 2-2, even with the whiff recovery, because it's way taller. It is that's an anti-air. It's an anti-air. Hilda's 2-2 can kind of you can kind of maybe move around it, but no, Uzuki 2-2 is ridiculous. Like she's filled with like a lot of tools that are like that have like flaws, but the fact that she has all of them is really really good. Yeah, I think the character is in a good spot. In fact, I think more characters should probably be her power level because you can see that she has really strong stuff, but all of her strong stuff has weaknesses. Like the 2-2's got a lot of recovery. Coffin has a lot of recovery. Like all of her tools do have like you have to commit.
What's the weakness of potion?
I mean, not really. The items, I think all the
No,
items
not items. I mean air 2-3.
Oh, air 2-2. If you clash with a fireball, you're probably gonna die. That's why I learned that the Linnae matchup is awful because Linnae's will do Kuga dash, and you clash, and then you get punished. It's like so fucked up.
Even if you TK, you don't like land quick enough.
Yeah, you die. Yeah, Lin.
I mean, Linnae Kuga dash is a pretty unique projectile clash, I would say, where like you can use like Kuga dash against like Batista zoning to like clash with the projectile and then like move in at the same time. I don't know if it would be the same way against other characters, but I'll take your word for it.
I'm trying to think of another character where it happened, but I've just been playing against Linnae and Tsurugi so much, so my mind is like mush right now when it comes to characters. Yeah, like I do think she is really good. I just want to play her honestly nowadays. It's the character that I find the most fun, the most interesting character he's made so far. I do wish he gave her 2 more items or something. Like 2 more items, maybe like one more, just to add a little bit more depth. And I also still think the items could be a little bit better. Maybe a little bit, just a little bit, not a lot because they don't go away on hit. So yeah, the character. I actually want to ask, what do you think, BB, about Uzuki? Actually, how do you feel about her? I'm curious.
Uh, I think she's a lot better now. Um, I think the way they went about buffing her was good. She can actually play to how her design wants her to play a bit more. Uh, my only problem with her is still that her A normals don't go anywhere. They're so stubby.
It's 5 frame now though.
But yeah,
Yeah,
making them 5 framers is good. I don't know if she needed them to be 5 framers, but it's fine. Besides that, yeah, I think she's pretty good. The damage buffs were pretty good. Honestly, I wish she did have more items. More items would be cool, but the way she can use the items and like all the bomb setups and stuff are pretty cool. So, I mean, as long as she's actually playing the game, I think that's the most important thing.
yeah,
Yeah, I do feel like I'm still playing Under Night when I'm playing against her, which is good. I hope my scary thing about them adding more items is that they could just add like I don't know. I think I kind of like the strength of the current items because you can get them out like a lot more consistently than you could before, and I'm like a little afraid for them. I'm like a little scared for them to add like 1 or 2 more items because they might just be like, well, it's fourth in the order, so we got to make it even stronger, and then it's like I don't know, you add like an unblockable or something.
I think if Carmoney's gonna add items, he's probably gonna add items into the middle because little dude's supposed to be the strongest. I mean, that
Hmm.
kind of even if little dude's supposed to be the strongest, but I think he honestly might be the worst item. Actually, little dude might be the worst because the tracking is still awful. It's just not great. I never hit anybody with little dude, but the poison bottle, that's free damage. Like Uzuki, like
Yeah, that is
the
not
more Uzuki
okay.
players, realize that like getting the poison on them, like poison bottle or like poison in them, and then just playing neutral is so strong because you literally just get free damage. This character can just freely like there's like situations that I had in my head where like maybe you get hit by poison bottle and it does enough damage to put you in like throw range and stuff like that, or make it so the next comp like shimmy will kill. Like it's crazy. So, but I think with the items they would put the bomb and little dude. Uh, maybe they do like one in like the middle and then one at the end because Carmoney. I did tell Carmoney that he should put meteors on this character, and I think it would be. I think that'd be a cool item for her to have. Make it like the last one, so it's hard to get to, and we don't have to make it super duper strong. And I think that'd make more sense because I don't think the I don't think mini Faust is that good. I really don't. It never like everyone just either runs past it or it's too slow, so it never catches people jumping. Like it might need to be sped up just a little bit so it can actually be a little more threatening. But you do have to keep in mind that her items do not go away on hit, so we can't make them like too strong. Can't make them that strong.
Yeah, cause like meteor is a cool item like in Guilty Gear, but like if you give her meteor, it doesn't go away on a hit, and it's basically every 4 items you throw, you get Lawn to Ice Rain for free. Like that doesn't sound good all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Like that. I
Yeah,
don't know
maybe it
if she
doesn't have to
should.
be like that, but I think like shooting something from the top of the screen would be cool. Like maybe she drops like I don't know, like a
True. Yeah.
bubble bomb or something. I think that'd be cool. Like just a singular projectile or something. That'd be cool. Um, yeah, I think that'd be cool. I
Also,
don't know.
yeah, what you were saying about the poison, the poison from the like air fireball, like the air 236 is like 200 or 250, but the poison flask damage is like 825 or something
Yeah.
until
Yep.
it stops ticking, and it's like all you have to do is just like play neutral and just like
Yeah.
keep them out or just like block string them and then
so strong.
like it's crazy. 800 damage,
It's really strong.
like you end your comp like theoretically, right? Whatever combo Uzuki ends her combo in and then throws poison flask on you is an 800 plus damage combo in like best scenario.
Yep. It's crazy when you think about the numbers. It's like, oh my god, this character is like, she does a lot of damage, albeit she doesn't do it instantly. She does it over time. So really, you don't have to. It really it kind of fits the way I like to play the game because I was always before I'd say a pretty defensive player. I let like when I used to play Hyde, I'd let Hyde's chip do a decent chunk of the work because it's just passive damage. Passive damage in Under Night is pretty good. Being able to do like passive something like that, like like off top of my head, like Byakuya webs doing like a chunk of chip, like stuff like that is pretty cool. Like being able to do stuff like that is very beneficial because I don't have to interact with you at all. I put the poison on you, maybe do some kind of safe meaty, and then I just do a block string, and then when I'm done, I just go back to neutral where the character dominates. Suzuki
Yeah.
is a neutral. I'd say her pressure is still not that great, but she's very dominant in neutral. She's like a beast, absolute beast in neutral. Yeah. Now, I have actually another question, BB. Where would you like? Where would you put Uzuki at now? Like, if you had a character in mind in your head that you think that she's probably like equal with strength wise, like like how much do you think she's grown actually? If that's a good question.
Hmm.
You could also
I'd
answer as well,
say
Darm.
she's closer to like maybe Seth.
Oh, I have no idea about this. I don't know. I don't know about strength. This version.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
haven't played enough of the matchups.
Follow-up question for you, Big Black. Where would you put if this current patch Uzuki was in pre-patch, and where would she be? Like similar strength character.
If she was in pre-patch, similar strength, uh, uh, pre-patch. I don't know.
Because for me, it's hard for me to like answer your question, Defi, because the patch changed a lot, and like every character feels like a threat right now. So it's for me, it's hard to like think about. Like I couldn't make a tier list for this version except for Carmine, as I've mentioned previously.
Okay. What? Where? Which characters would you put in top 5 right now? Like tentatively. Besides Carmine.
Oh, that was 1 through 5 actually.
Oh, Carmine, A bomb, B bomb, force function, counter hit, and
6B.
EX command throw. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
they buffed his increase
Those are tied
6C.
for 5th.
They buffed his 6C too. I don't remember like what it actually did, but
I think it was a
They
stagger
made
or something.
6C and IC6C more active.
oh,
They made them more active and they extended the range a little bit, I think.
oh awesome. Who would be top 5 in this patch? That is a great question that I'm struggling to answer.
I have the solution. I have the formula in my head. I already know. It's over.
Merkava.
I've solved this patch. Merkava, Wald, he got 0 nerfs. Zero nerfs. Nothing changed. I mean Carmine. Did I say Carmine?
No, not yet.
Carmine, Wald, Merkava.
Eltnum.
Yeah, Eltnum.
Hmm. Yeah,
Eltnum was
Eltnum.
not changed. Eltnum was
Eltnum-
not changed.
And Yuzu. There you go.
Yeah, Eltnum. I don't think was nerfed at all, right?
No, I think she got
No.
like a few tiny like placebo buffs actually.
No, she got buffed. Eltnum got
Yeah.
buffed.
Yeah. They didn't do my number one change requested for this patch was to remove the grid block on 2-2C, but
We're
you know.
never gonna get that. Eltnum's always gonna be privileged in the fact that wow, I pressed the button to get one block. I'm so good.
My number one nerf is ADP 214C being plus.
Oh god.
That still doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, Eltnum is
Really dumb.
I don't think she's going anywhere, unfortunately. She's quote only good with purples unquote, and then you get one hit. Whoops, I have purple bullets now.
Yeah, I feel like Eltnum and Hyde like swapped positions because Hyde actually got nerfed, which is very cool.
Yeah, I
even
can
though
see
he's
that.
Still very strong. He's still probably like 6th or 7th or something. But I just think that all these characters that were just as broken as Hyde got, well, not Merkava, but the other ones were just as broken as Hyde did not get nerfed. Also, you know, Kuon got nerfed as well. Like his mix-up is more blockable. 3C nerf, ADP nerf. Like Kuon just got straight up nerfed. Like he's still
Yeah.
top 8, but I don't think he's a top 5 contender anymore. Unfortunately, there's just too many strong characters. Too many strong characters like Merkava and Kuon swap places. They like swap places because Merkava got like his mix. Merkava's mix is now infinitely more real than Kuon's because Kuon's mix got nerfed. It's crazy. 2 frames makes a big difference actually when blocking a mix-up, which is funny.
Yeah, not being able to like 3C EX and then just do it again is they make Kuon a lot more interactive for the opponent, which is really nice. I do think you might be on to something about Merkava just kind of replacing Kuon. I think the nice difference there is that the weaker characters are stronger now, so like fighting the top tiers is not gonna feel like complete garbage, and people are also gonna be playing more different characters, which is really nice. So
the Merkava stuff is crazy, man. Like he already had a better mix-up than Kuon. His mix-up is better. It's always been better. It's just Kuon got more access to his mix-up. Now Merkava just he just gets to do meterless, worm Oki into like triple high low. Like I kind of want to play Merkava. Maybe after Arc World Tour, I might play Merkava because like all the changes really puts him like he's finally made his UNI2 like he's a UNI2 top tier. Before he was like a UNI2 like just decent character, like good, but now he's like top tier status now. So I'm very interested in playing Merkava because I think in my opinion, if you're gonna sell Under Night to somebody, Merkava should be on your list because he is one of the most interesting characters in the game with a lot of depth, and he's cool. He's a cool character, so I'd probably put Merkava as one of those characters that like if you're gonna shield the game, you show someone like Merkava. I'd probably show someone Wald as well because I think I hate Wald, but like you gotta have your grappler function, you know, and he is a pretty interesting grappler in the sense that like his neutral is so strong. Usually grapplers are supposed to have bad neutral, but Wald has like he has like Yuzu tier neutral because he can just whip punish you anywhere on the screen. In the like, and he's plus always, and he has no hurt boxes. Like he has Yuzu level neutral that leads into a way, I'd say, way stronger win con than what Yuzu has because he actually gets to just close games out. He just makes you guess. to death. So yeah, Wald is actually ridiculous. Just ridiculous character. This is probably the strongest version of Wald to ever exist. This is like top tier Wald.
Well, I mean, this patch is like the strongest version of like all characters to exist. But yeah, Wald was definitely not doing 4K off of a regular throw before this patch. For those of you who don't know, Wald has an increased throw, which means you can hold down the A and D buttons when you throw somebody, and it like side swaps. It's like effectively the same thing as a regular throw, but it just side swaps. Pre-patch, this didn't really do anything different except add a little bit of damage, but now it's EX cancelable. So Wald can throw you and then EX for a full combo.
Like why? Like you dead ass? Kermoney, you dead ass, man. You not gonna nerf this character. You not gonna nerf him? Okay, I get it. A character we actually do need to talk about, who I think, we might actually be back to, the EL days of Undernight, Gordeau. Gordeau actually might have went from like bottom 5 to like top 10, honestly, I think. Because he was already really good. He already had really good pressure. He makes you guess a shit ton. And then they just buffed everything. They buffed his move speed. They actually gave him a good defensive mash button. He can now like play Undernight because his 2A was already huge and hits you out of jump. So now he has a gigantic 6-frame he can mash. That's also a crouching button, which is just crazy. And then 3C got better because you can CS cancel it, and he gets meterless confirm off of 623 now, and like it's just like this character actually like could be really up there now. He still plays the game, obviously. So maybe he's like yeah, no, I'll stand by it. I think Gord is probably really up there now. His 5C 5C B mortal slide now just combo.
Yeah, that
Which
I
is
was gonna
like
mention
crazy.
that.
That's a frame trap.
Well, the biggest thing about it is like you would hit tip 5C, and like tip 5C into 236A, like some doesn't always work. Like they might get hit by like a weird hit, or like if you're trying to whiff punish or something, and then like if you're trying to whiff punish, you'd have to know to go into 236B because they got counter hit, whereas a whiff punish on A might not reach. So like being able to just dial like 5C 236B is like so nice. The new Gordeau is so much fun. He's so much fun.
Another character I also kind of want to play too, because oh yeah, Gord would also be on the list for characters you have to shill, because I think he is the pinnacle of what it means to be an Undernight character. Like he is uni.
Mm-hmm.
He is definitely uni.
I think Gordeau is like
cool.
is like the character you see like people playing and you go like, oh, this is a really different fighting game.
Yeah, you see, like, because newer players will see Gordeau 5C and they're like, dude, he can combo off of that.
Or like Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think even back in EL, that was like the character that everyone just looked at and went, wow, this game looks kind of ridiculous. Why does he need to do that? And then they play him and they're like, oh, okay.
He sucks.
Yeah, in ST, he wasn't the best.
Now he's fantastic. I'm honestly like I'm gonna say it myself. I'm kind of nervous to fight Kuon now after the Gordeau buffs. I'm a little nervous.
Dude,
oh god.
2A 5B is a block string. It's just 0 on block into 6-frame 2A, and it just works every time because of him moving forward on the 5B. It's amazing.
Jesus, man, jeez. Oh god, we're really in for it this patch. We really are. Like I feel like if we looked at a theoretical tier list of the cast, it's probably pretty much the same because everyone got better. So, but some people had standout stuff. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of anyone else that I'm forgetting. Really, we already like Tsurugi.
I think. I mean, I don't think she's like crazy strong, but I do think new Mika is kind of crazy.
That character is like turbo annoying now. And I think that's good. Because I
Yeah.
think if that character can't be annoying because she doesn't do enough damage or enough things, then there's no point to the character existing.
Yeah.
And something I wanted to talk about is like this patch is quite different from all the other Uni patches, because before with the patches it really felt like they were mostly concerned about game balance, I guess, right? But this one feels more like it's French bread trying to give almost everyone, like some of the characters didn't get very like they didn't get changed meaningfully or didn't get meaningful additions. But it feels like French bread is just trying to give everyone something to play around with,
Yeah.
regardless of whether it's like good for balance or not.
It was definitely like a for fun patch, and I think it turned out pretty well. If that was the direction.
Yeah, it's like French bread saying we're going to like here play around with this stuff. If it's broken, we'll fix it next patch. That's what it feels like to me.
Mm-hmm. Something unrelated to balance, I do hope they fix is the ping indicator, because it's showing like 40 less ping than it's supposed to. So I was like 60 ping Tsurugi. I was like, oh, who is this? And then I played against, and it was Red Blade, and he was like rollbacking everywhere, and I was like, oh.
That's just Red Blade's connection.
Yeah, yeah. So that is nice. I had someone like I played with someone who's local to me, and like I played them on ranked, and it was one ping, and like I thought he like moved into my apartment complex. I was like, no way. And then I learned that the Vindicator was bugged. But something I think worth bringing up is, we're talking about this patch is kind of, for funsies. There's a lot of fun stuff, a lot of new things for characters to play around with, but some people have to kind of lock in. And we have those two of them in this podcast discussion right now. We have two Arc World Tour finalists. We got Big Black and Defiant sitting here. I do have to ask you guys how are you guys feeling about Arc World Tour, because this is like a pretty big thing for Uni. Like this is like never really happened for Uni, so it's pretty exciting.
You first, BB.
I mean, I'm excited for the World Tour. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm honestly surprised they did a patch that actually changed a lot of characters. I didn't think they would actually do a patch. I thought they would add Ogre and then do an update or something after the fact, but it makes it more interesting to play now that pretty much everyone in the World Tour's characters changed
Mm-hmm.
a decent bit. So
Yeah, I'm curious to see if Kyo will be playing Gordeau. I assume he will be after the changes, because I know he was like playing Nanase or something.
No, that's Crimson Crusader.
Oh,
Crimson Crusader was playing Nanase.
honestly, I don't know.
Hmm.
Because Kyo's been playing, it's been playing a lot of Tsurugi recently, from what
Uh-huh.
I've seen at least. But he plays a whole bunch of characters, so who knows who he's gonna end up picking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my prediction is that he's gonna play a mix of Wald and Gordeau, and he's gonna play his usual mix because both those, his Wald is really good, and the only one thing I wish about the Arc World Tour, and I'm sure you'd agree with me as well, BB, is that I wish all the matches were first to three, because like everyone here, like we grinded so hard to win our tournaments, and then we have to play first to two under night, and I'm like, can we at least get first to three? I think it'd be more fun, you know. I don't know how you feel, but I assume you'd agree that the entire thing should be first to three, especially if it's just the eight of us. Just let it be first to three.
I mean,
It'd
I
be more
don't
fun.
know. I tried looking at the rules for the tournament, but I don't know if I saw the rules for the tournament or just for the LCQ. And it said first to two. I was hoping it'd be first to three. If it's not first to three, I'd be a little disappointed, but
I don't think it is. Pretty
it
sure
is
it's
what it
not.
is, I guess.
I don't know. Like maybe if we could thing is, there's just a bunch of scheduling stuff, so I don't think it can happen. But if there is still a chance, I would definitely want to talk to them and see if they can make it first to 3. Because like, come on, this is such an important moment in Under Night history, because this is like one of the most like crazy brackets of all time, because it has like the old Japanese like guard and the newer guard like me, BB, and Mo. Were technically newer than them. They've been playing a lot longer, so it's just kind of crazy. But yeah, I feel fine. I feel pretty fine. I don't know. The only issue is that I don't really know who I'm gonna play for the Arcade Tour finals, because they didn't change Lond in any meaningful way. They just nerfed Ice Rain, and they're like, yeah, have fun with your boring ass character. Your boring one dimensional drool character. And I'm like, I can't play this character anymore. Kuon was already a one dimensional slob character. I just played him because I wanted to win. And then like I'm never playing Carmine in bracket. Every single time I play Carmine in bracket, I get folded. Something dumb happens. Not doing it. I can't do it. And then like Hyde just got nerfed. They didn't do anything interesting with them either, so I can't. Like, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna play Uzuki, and then if it's a matchup that I don't like as Uzuki, I'll probably just roll a dice on stage and be like, all right, which broken character do I want to play? Hyde? Oh, maybe some Kuon. Or I can go back to Lon. Like, I'm just gonna roll the dice or something. I don't really I have no clue. It's just all the characters that I played are just not fun because nothing got changed. Not saying to give them like more broken shit, but they could have changed their tools to be interesting in a meaningful way, instead of just like, oh yeah, let's nerf this and then do nothing when everyone else is getting fun new stuff. Like what? Like come on, man! Like you
Yeah,
can do better.
I get that. To me, it feels like they just got the fun stuff a patch ahead of everyone else. But I definitely get like how you feel as the person who is playing those characters. Do you guys, or I guess I'm not gonna ask you. You get to tell me. You have to answer. Which player are you guys the most afraid of to play against?
I'd say. I mean, I already said it. I said Kyo.
Oh, true,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. I played Crimson Crusader at Evo. First day, I mopped them. Second day, I was getting destroyed. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm not even the Japanese Gord style. This 3C slamming ass character is kind of. I don't know, man. Maybe if I picked a different character, it would have been better, because I think Lond Gord is actually very even and kind of annoying, when I could just play like Hyde and drool on my controller and destroy every Gord player ever. Or I could, like, I don't know, play Akatsuki and just win, because Akatsuki just demolishes that character. But yeah, it's definitely Kyo. It should be. I feel like it should be Ohito, because all I've done is lost to Ohito. But like, I feel like I've just trolled every single time I fought him. So
Oh, he finally says it. Good.
Did
I mean, I know
you?
it. I don't need people to tell me. I know it.
Did you get to play
For sure.
against Scenario at Evo?
Actually, no, I did not. But I think Eltnum is one of my most comfortable. Even though I hate fighting Eltnum, I hate this character, and I think she is broken. Just like she's always been just as broken as Hyde. Like they're like duo. They're the duo problem of UNI2, in that they have every single tool and no flaws. Like they have zero flaws. But I did not get to play Sonara, but I feel like I'd be pretty fine against Sonaro, because I got so much Eltnum experience. Like I've played against Stang finally, and I was winning against Stang, and I think Stang is probably the, like, in casuals, Stang looks more scary than Sonaro, honestly, in my opinion. So I would say that. Wait, hold on one second. Oh god.
And you, Big Black?
I mean, I'm not really
You're just gonna beat
worried about
everybody.
fighting anyone, to be honest. I don't. I mean, I haven't played everyone, obviously. I mean, I never played Kyo before, so that would be interesting if I got to play him.
All right, I'm back.
But I
What
think
about
everyone else who's qualified I've played before,
Hmm.
so I'm not really worried about fighting anyone per se.
Okay, but if you like had to answer though.
But if I had to answer, uh, hmm, I'd probably say Mawaru just because fighting Hilda in the first to two is like that could go in so many ways.
Yeah, true.
Pretty
Hopefully at least
honest.
the finals are like winners, losers, grands are first to three.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely gonna be first to three, but I don't know. I need to find the Arxis person so I can yap to them and be like, "Hey, could you should make this grind first to three? Like you should. Why are we playing like this? Like we grinded a whole season to get our spots, and we have to play first to two under night. Like, come on, man. Like come on, dog. Honestly, I'm actually kind of worried about who that last spot is gonna be, cause like if Notes pulls up, which I think
It's
he
over.
is, it's like it's dangerous. It's dire. It's dire. Like I remember that BB set against Notes. You were fighting for your life, man. Like I know you probably don't want to do that again. That was like such a good set. But holy shit, I was watching it like like you just can't. You fighting this character in first to two is so fucking stressful, dude. You have to outplay. I'm gonna say you have to outplay so hard. You have to gap so hard against this character. This character's so broken, man. He's so broken. It is so unfun to fight. Like Jesus. Like I would not wish that on the people in the. I'm pretty sure all the people in the tour would be very scared of Notes. Like everyone, they just know that guy's power. So if he is going, it's probably going to be Notes. But I do think Notes can lose to some of our best players. Like I think Mario could beat him because Mario has a lot of who is also my other pick for the spot. Mario could probably beat him
Mm-hmm.
because he has a lot of Carmine experience against some of the best Carmines. So he could probably beat him. And then I think not if Knots is going, I don't know if he's going or not, but he's West Coast, so he should. Knots has a really good spot.
I think he
as
said he
well.
wasn't going because he had something that day, but I'm not
Oh really?
sure. Yeah.
I think
Which is
it,
sad. I think
it
Max
could
should have a spot.
another player who has potential to, I say is Snappy. Just like Snappy will just like lock in and just play like insanely well. But it kind of
I
I
don't
think it
know.
depends how he's doing that day.
Snappy can do it, I think, but
Yeah,
it depends on how he is mentally. He
Yeah.
gets tournament nerves pretty bad, so if the nerves get to him,
it's over.
he might lose. But if he could just play and just stay calm, then he has a good chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree because I mean he literally just beat Mario last tournament they were at, so I would not be surprised. And then once again, he has a lot of Carmine experience, like a lot of the West Coast players do actually. So yeah, those would be three good picks. And then I don't know if there's any other Japanese players going, but any really good Japanese player that goes can really just change the entire outcome. But I do think we have some strong some strong players that can fight against them. I would like the final spot to be someone from NA because then it would be like you know almost is it wouldn't it be half and half? No, it wouldn't be. No, no,
Well, are
it
you
wouldn't be
are
half
you
and half.
claiming motion or like?
No, Mo is definitely claimed. The EU fucking sucks.
Mo is northeast
Oh yeah, I
for
forgot.
sure. Like he's played so many games against East Coasters. Wait, how come we have three East Coasters in the Arc World Tour and no one from the West Coast, huh? That's kind of weird.
I mean, you didn't hear it from me, but East Coast is better than West Coast. We're better,
Ooh,
but like
okay.
we don't. That doesn't really need to. It doesn't really need to be discussed. I mean, look at Look at the people winning the tournaments. Look at the people in the top 8. It's East Coast, mostly East Coast people.
Maybe in the next podcast.
which East Coaster is gonna get the LCQ spot then?
I mean, if Reaver went,
Reaver.
dude,
that would be so crazy.
That would be actually.
That'd be so sick. I mean, Reaver did kind of. I mean, he's like he got 9th at Climax, and unfortunately, he got screwed over by airplanes for Evo. I would have loved to see him play at Evo.
Nah, he would have got folded to a random Akatsuki player. I'm gonna do him dirty. I'm gonna do him dirty. Reaver is so good. He starts flying and then he just falls flat on his face sometimes. But I know he has the potential. I really wanted the last spot to be Red Blade, but like Frosty's, he got mind broken at Frosty's. It was really sad. I was really sad because I was like, this would be perfect. Then we got like the best, one of the top 5 uni players of all time in the bracket. Like he's one of the OGs. It would have been really cool, but then he got mind broken because he lost the mirror. Like it's okay, man. It's okay.
Is Red Blade going to LCQ? I swear
I think he's just
about it.
I think he's just done for now. He should go because he could win easy. He could win so easy.
Yeah.
Might be enjoying.
It's really unfortunate about him, that bracket.
Yeah, maybe he's fully Tsurugi pilled now.
Yeah, he has he would. I think he would just win. Honestly, his only competition there would probably be, like Notes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like even though like Mario beat him the last time, he was just getting mine. Like, what did you do to him, BB? Like, what did you do, man? You like what were you doing to him, bro? I was seeing the tweets. I was like, it's like, what's going on, man?
It wasn't me. I don't know what happened.
You were playing casuals with him. It was you and I forgot who else he played. Reaver. I think it was him. It was you and Reaver playing him in casuals. Y'all were just like, what was going on, man?
I was just playing the game, man. I don't.
Sometimes maybe he just does this to you in a set, and he's not even thinking about it.
It's true. Every time I play Big Black and I've had like a big like grind session at 2 events, and it was like the score count after was like 6 to like 38 or something in his favor, and this is like he's just sitting there gaming.
He's just smiling, man. Yeah. Also, I was gonna say another thing about the Arc World Tour. One thing that I really hope does not happen is that when they do the draws, I'm not playing BB round 1. Please.
Are they gonna do the draws there?
I think it's random. I'm pretty sure it's random, but I'm on my knees. It could literally be anyone else. Can I please not play the person that I played 5 million times from my first game? That's all I ask. And I'm sure you agree as well. I would like to fight someone different. Put me against an artwork, challenge me. I would like to be challenged. I would like to against something new. Something new.
BB Defi round 1 would be so awesome. Tragic.
Or like me versus Mo round 1, I'm like, just no. Like, no, you can't do this. Like we've been fighting each other so much. Like, I want to fight the Japanese players. That's who I want to fight.
Yeah, I guess they would
but
I guess to make it fair, they'd have to do full random though, because like, I mean, if you go by the region logic, then like, if you split up the 4 Japanese players, then like, you kind of like, what if the 4 Japanese players just win? It's like, oh, yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
Valid.
I think that's fine. Have it like that, and then hopefully the last spot is I'm counting on my fellow North Americans to gatekeep. It's time. It's your time to shine.
Yeah.
The Japanese are going to be traveling over definitely for this bracket. So, but yeah, I hope that it's random. So there's just no hoping. All I can do is just pray that I fight someone different. That's all I want. I just want to fight someone different.
Yeah, that would be good. Both it being first of 3 and you and Big Black not playing each other round 1 would be good for spectators as well.
That's what I'm saying. You agree, BB, right? You gotta 100% agree. Like that'd be like I did all this work just to play the same nigga that I play every single grand finals. Like, come on. Like I want to fight Sonaru. I want to fight Kyo. That I'd like that to be my first match at least. But if we had to fight like second round or winners finals or whatever, that wouldn't really. I mean that's fine. But like it's just first round. It's got to be someone different, man. You did not make me, you know, grind this hard to play the same person for my first game. Like I don't know. I don't know how you feel about that. You probably don't care, but I don't know.
I mean, it's random, so I don't really care that much. But that would be annoying if that happened.
It's like you wanna fight someone fresh. You want the challenge. Like in my head, I think it would be perfect if it was like me versus Sonaru. Mo has kind of fought everyone already, so I'd probably like put him against like Ohido because I think he couldn't really figure Ohido out, so I think that would be cool. Mo Ohido, me Sonaru, and then Yukio. I think that'd be cool. And then who the last spot? Moara would fight the qualifier person. I think that's how they should do it. And in my personal opinion, I feel like we should be fighting our like the different regions essentially. I think that'd be cool. But they want to do random. Go ahead and do random so I can see, like I don't know, like fucking all the Japanese players fighting each other and then all of us fighting each other. I just think that's awful. I think that's just awful.
Me personally, if I were to qualify through LCQ and then the next day I play like Deafy or Big Black, I'd be like, bro, are we serious? Like, the benefit of the LCQ is that you don't have to fight you assholes. So it's like having to play you guys after going to the whole LCQ, in my opinion, would be like a bit boring.
That's what I'm saying. Like it'd be so boring. I'm like I don't know what to tell you. I love playing you, BB, but I played you so much that we could take a break sometimes. Breaks need to happen, and now's the time for me to. Now's the time for us non-Japanese players to get our lick. We got to get our lick back because we kind of got.
It would be so absurd though if the Arc World Tour Grand Finals were just you versus BB.
I mean, that's kind of cinema.
That would be so funny, actually.
I think that's
so
pretty cinema.
That makes so many people upset.
Because it's just like 2 or 3 years of the same thing. It's a mash fest.
I mean, I think I would like the fact that you two would be there. Like, no disrespect, like I wouldn't really care that much to watch the grands, but you guys being the ones up there, it, like as a fact, is like would be like insanely cool to be like, I mean, like we've like so many American viewers have been watching you guys play for so long that like you two being at the top even when international competition comes in is like it's like such a crazy statement.
It's a tall task because they're all really
Yeah.
I learned the hard way at Evo that they're pretty much on equal footing as us, and the big advantage that the JP players have over us is just time. They just have so much more experience. They have so much more experience than us. Like it's really rough. They've been playing for so long, but I feel like we're finally at the point where it's time to show our own. I just want to play good. That's the main goal. I don't want to play bad. Luckily, I don't think I have been playing bad in bracket nowadays, which is nice. I feel like I'm playing up to my par, but like I just want to play good. That's all that matters. No dropping combos, like playing the game. And if I lose like that, that's all that matters. At the end of the day, is that I need to play. I want to play good. I need my gameplay to look immaculate. I need to be doing all the smart little stuff that you do on Under Night. the little micro adjustments that really get you the win. But you have to play good to even get to that. You got to play good first if you want to win. So that's my focus, is playing good. I'd have to say.
Yeah, I don't think I could really put my money on anybody to like be like, yeah, this person's winning the Arc World Tour. Like it's obviously like if it was like a 16 player thing, it would like you'd be able to like say who you think will make top 8, but you know, so it's a whole different ball game. But I think we are going to wrap it up there. It was nice chatting with you guys. It's been a bit since we've sat down and talked. We were supposed to have 5 today, but there was a little family emergency, so unfortunately, it was just the 4 of us today. But for those listening, hope you guys enjoyed our episode. Anything you guys want to say to close out?
I mean, thanks for having me, Lid. I always appreciate the invite. I like talking about uni. You know, I see myself when I get old and decrepit like Garm. You know, I can commentate just like him.
Hey,
you know,
man.
so
What?
I could
What do
be.
you mean?
I could be a commentator. You know, be a commentator or just like talk about the game in general more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for having me, Lid.
Yeah, the first time I saw Garm play, I said, "Wow, this guy's gonna be a great commentator."
That's what I thought too.
Isn't that kind of fucked up to say?
No.
He's
That's also
saying
a
it.
commentator. He gets to say that.